Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get the daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. This is the Hangout for game number 74 for Montreal. Montreal is in Buffalo to take on the Sabres. It's the third game of the season. The teams have split the first two, so it's a tie-breaking game, I guess. Buffalo is, I believe, 6 points out of the wild card spot, so they're in. They running out of time to get that. Montreal sitting pretty firmly fifth from the bottom. I don't think that's going to change either. So we'll see what kind of game we get. We get Buffalo's offense is pretty potent. Montreal's right now is pretty potent. So we'll see what kind of game we get. Could be very high scoring, and maybe not. Okay, let's see who's here. It just says nobody's here, so I think my signal sucks too. So if you're here, please talk to me in the chat. We got about 10 minutes to go before the game actually starts, the puck drop, and hopefully people will show up at some point. Sean Farrell, who everybody's excited to see, is not in the lineup tonight. He is with the team. He is expected to be in the lineup tomorrow night. And so let's see how that happens. And of course, my feed just went. I got to go through all that again. I'm not very happy with that. See what happens. I don't know if there's going to be trouble with the feeds tonight. I hope not. It looks like there will be. Come on. Anyways, I'm glad nobody's here to see all this. But if you are here, please say hi. And I don't know what just popped up on my screen this time. Please say hi and let me know you're here. And we're just waiting the game puck drop. So Sean Farrell will be in the lineup tomorrow. Not tonight. So we're expecting that tonight. Not in the lineup tonight. What else I got? Jake Allen starting tonight. Eric Comrie starting for the Sabres in net. Nick Suzuki was voted the second star of the week for the NHL. Nick Suzuki had 2 goals, 6 assists, and 8 points in 3 games last week to get that nomination to get named second star. Let's see. That's it. That's all I got really to talk about. We can talk about Pierre-Luc Dubois if anybody's here. We were talking about that in the pregame skate. There's rumors, of course, always floating around about Dubois coming to Montreal. But now Elliot Friedman on his 32 Thoughts podcast said something that about he's 95% sure that Montreal will be acquiring them, and that him and the Jets in Montreal have had talks on and off. So if you want to talk about that, do that. I don't know why nobody is here. I'm just going to look here and see if I made it public. And did I screw that up? No, it's fine. It's on. Blah, blah, blah. Everything good. I don't know. When you arrive, please say hi and talk to me here in the chat. We have about 8 minutes to go till they drop the puck. You're out there and you're typing in comments and they're not showing for me. I don't know. This has been happening lately. So I don't know if it's StreamYard or whatever, but hey, baby, welcome back in. Good to see somebody's here. It still shows nobody. It's going to be another night where it shows nobody in. Oh, well. Hey, Lucas. Go Habs go. Welcome back. Yeah, it's still showing me nobody. So that happened the other night. StreamYard must be a little screwed up. Some kind of glitch happening with them. I don't know. I'm not too happy. I might have to complain. So we have Montreal, Buffalo. I don't know exactly what to expect. Mostly as far as Montreal is concerned. Buffalo just won their last 2 games. One of them was against New Jersey, good team. So I don't know if they're on a bit of a bad streak. I think they might be on an upswing going into these last. I don't know how many games they have left exactly. Um, to try to make that the playoffs. If they miss the playoffs, it'll be 12 seasons in a row for Buffalo missing the playoffs. Not really great. If I'm a fan, I would be pretty upset. Buffalo always starting off well at the beginning of the season, and then just somewhere along the way it goes wrong. It's definitely not on the scoring side. I think it's because they give up more goals than they score. That's the problem. All right, so talk to me here, please. Somebody talk to me before the game starts. I'll be doing some play-by-play. I will be doing commentary, and I'll also talk to you guys here in the chat. And hopefully we'll have a good time tonight and an entertaining game by our team. It has potential to be a boring game, but if it's a high-scoring game, at least there'll be that. We talk about pizza. Oh, Harvey Pinard's parents own a pizza place. That's right. I remember that now. Well, Lucas, I can tell you, 12 years ago, when you were just a wee lad. Long time. I mean, 12 years not to make the playoffs. Sounds like the old days with the Maple Leafs. I go back like a lot longer than 2000. They were good actually around the 2000. So I don't know what I'm saying. So is it just Lucas and Baby that are here tonight? I'm surprised. I think everybody heard Sean Farrell not in the lineup and they lost interest in the game. I think that's what happened. They're just about to do the national anthems. Everybody take off their hats, hold it to their hearts, and stand up. I'm not going to be doing that. I really, I seriously, I don't think there's a need anymore for, the national anthem at the NHL games because, I mean, it's sort of an international competition. You could say it's a team from Canada, a team from the US, but it's not. And everybody on the teams are from all over the place. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. They're doing an a cappella version of "O Canada." Not even a good one. So, oh well. Couldn't wear like a Canadian shirt with a Canadian flag on it or something while you're doing it. They're wearing Buffalo Sabres shirts. Just doesn't fit, man. It kind of sounds to me with the headphones on anyway. Like they went into the audience, they found what a dozen guys that were willing to put on this shirt and come out and sing. And that's what it sounds like to me. Not sure what my block is, but nobody wants to talk to me but Lucas and Baby. Lucas, what does it say for how many people are in the room? I can't see. They're not showing me anything. Just says 0. It's okay. You can say that. I don't think I can say. I'll repeat. This is the comment from Babar. It's the Buffalo Gay Men's Choir, and you know what? It might be, but I'm not going to laugh because I mean, because if they're gay, it's not a. There's nothing wrong with that. No, they're just not. I don't find them very good. I don't know. Hey, Bob. I didn't do it, Cannon. It's good to see you here. Welcome back, Bob. It says 7? Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks for beginning. It hasn't started yet, really. So thanks, Lucas. I appreciate that. Oh, Baby, they announced them as that? Oh, okay. So that's fine. No joke there then. I wasn't sure if you were serious or not. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. And to be honest, they kind of do look gay. So it's fine. I didn't like the way they did. Oh, it's Pride Night. I'm sorry. That's right. I honestly I don't you don't know when they are, but okay, it's Buffalo's Pride Night. So there you go. Awesome. I can tell you who's not there. Eric Stahl not there. Um on 32 Thoughts, I don't know if they said that was the trade. That I saw from someone putting that up on Twitter. Um yeah, well, if you guys want to talk about it, we'll probably talk a little bit more. It's about to face off here. We'll, in the first intermission, we can talk about it a little more. But I think that second round and Roy and Dvorak, I think that's somebody's, but I don't think that's Elliot Friedman saying that. All right, so for me, they just faced off. Buffalo a hard fought win, but Montreal actually comes up with the puck. Hoffman sent it into the corner where Buffalo got possession back, but they give it up. Nice little pass by Suzuki, but it was no one. Matheson back to his partner. Savard, that's it. Savard over the blue line, sends it up to the other blue line, but it just kind of bounces off Suzuki's stick, I think. Oh, nice feed in there by Savard, but they couldn't make anything of it. I was putting a little pressure on here. Savard in deep in the corner, kind of just gives it away there. Come on. Matheson with a shot, almost deflecting. It was close to get, almost went in, I guess you could say. It deflected a little bit wide, though. Matheson with a wraparound try, not good. He still had the puck, gave it off to Savard, I guess. Over to Harris. Harris shoots, gets the rebound, and then puts it in. I think that's what happened. But Montreal just scored, make it 1-0. Harris with the first goal, looks like. Yes, Harris with the first goal to open the scoring. A minute, almost a minute and a half in, not even. Yeah, I don't think anybody had Harris. I had Matheson with it because I had a feeling the defense was going to get the first goal. Picked the wrong guy. On a nice pass by Drouin, and yeah, Harris got his own rebound. 1-0 Montreal. They have the only 3 shots, and we're a minute and 40 seconds into this first period. Now remember, Buffalo just as dangerous. That first line is out there, so a little pressure here by Montreal, broken up by Jonathan Kovacevic in the corner. And now Harris with it coming out. He feeds it up to Drouin. It kind of, okay, he didn't even touch it at all and went all the way back. So we got an icing against the Canadiens. Peter, hey Pete, how you doing, man? Bob, that shouldn't just go to Lucas. I see the comments. So, um, The thing is, I don't think this is about beliefs in religion or politics. It's just about inclusion. And if they're not open enough to include gay people, then I think they're wrong. So I'm going to disagree with you on that. They have the right to follow their own beliefs? I mean, yeah. I'm saying he doesn't have the right to do it. I think he's wrong to do it. Nobody made a fuss before. That's why now that people are saying no, that's why Eric Stahl said, well, I don't have to now. But don't deny you did it before. People are saying they believe he really thinks that he didn't wear them before. Yeah, you look at his eyes. He knows he was caught. He knows he was caught and he's lying. That's enough. I don't want to say anything more about it. All right, we got a game going on. Look at that. 3 minutes in, just a little over. Still 1-0, and still the only shots coming from Montreal. Let's talk hockey. You're 100% right. Hey, Huzu. And hey, Brad. But you're right. Little pressure here by the Sabres shot. I think it was deflected wide. The rebound came to a guy at the side of the net. He was probably a little bit up. Anyways, he buried it, I think, between the legs. And we're at 1-1. What's the name there? Roussel? Okay. No. I think that's his first goal ever, so I cannot see the goddamn name. Who is it? Rosek? Anyway, we'll see in a sec. Yeah, okay, not through the legs though, but Allen just couldn't get his pad there in time. Rusek. As I said, his first NHL goal just got called up. It's 1-1. It shows 3-0 for the shots, but obviously they couldn't have gotten a goal without getting a shot. So 1 shot, 1 goal for Buffalo. Montreal's got 4 shots now. Who says, I think when Matheson gave him the spectacular reverse hit, he knocked all the gay out of Stahl? No, listen, pressure by his church. I mean, it's obvious pressure. So, anyway, Hoffman with a shot went wide, I think. Puck comes all the way back down, and Matheson will gather that up. There's no icing because it was off of a Habs shot. So, guys are changing up. Matheson's got it behind the net. He feeds that up to Doc. Doc loses it at the line, though. He doesn't get it back. He tried. Another chance there for Buffalo. Buffalo's very dangerous, that first line. Very freaking dangerous. Tage is playing. What are you talking about? He's number 44, I think. So he's centering the first line, Thompson. As far as I know. Am I wrong? Did I get that wrong? He was in the lineups that were given. Edmondson got hit, and he looks like he got hurt a little bit. Really slow to get up and get to the bench. We're almost 6 minutes in. 1-1 tie. Pete, I don't think Thompson's out. If he is, I didn't get the notice on that. Yeah, no worries. I got what you meant, though. Don't worry. I got what you meant. It's what matters. Tripping Montreal, right? Buffalo going on the power play. This is not good. Buffalo's power play is sixth in the league at 24.3%, I think. So, hey, Phil, welcome back, buddy. My muse. I took a few days off writing. I don't know why. I started to finish that poem. I started this afternoon. It'll come out when it. No poems will be released before their time. BK, because we're gay. No, I didn't say that. Lucas, yeah, it's his first game. He just got called up on his first NHL goal. No worries, Phil. Do you do that? Against Montreal, who's who? If you need a goal, you never scored a goal, or if it's your last game, you're scoring against Montreal if you're playing them. It's been like that. It seems like for the last few years. It's a TV timeout, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm not talking about the game, and they're just coming back. Buffalo definitely looks like once they get the defensive side and probably like a good third line, second and third line, they're going to be good. Like they're only a few players away, I think. Galley in the box. Habs clear it right away, all the way down. Yeah, Lucas, it's only Buffalo, so you imagine some people, you know, go across the go across to watch. I don't know what I'm saying. See, I'm not surprised Buffalo has a lot of fans there from Montreal. Face off is to the left of Allen. Tierney wins the draw. In the corner. Who's going to come up with it? But they're wasting time. That's what I like. Waste seconds. Already 40 seconds gone in the power play. Tierney clears it all the way down. So he came up with it. Since Pete said something about Thompson, I have not seen him. So I guess it's a Thompson watch to see he's out there. One thing's for sure, they got some big boys. If this isn't Thompson, I don't know. That guy was big. Not though. They got some really big boys there, man. Or the uniforms make them look bigger. I don't know. That's Owen Power. Yeah, he is big. All right. Tage is what we hope Slav will become. Definitely. I mean, definitely. That's a good comparison, right? To eventually become a guy like like a Tage Thompson. Now, if I'm correct, Tage Thompson's still got a few inches on him, though. Isn't Thompson like huge, like 6'7" or something? Oh, he's number 72. I thought it was 44. Don't ask me why. Don't know. We had a bit of a little bit of a push and shoving thing going on there. Savard, yeah, off the draw. Evans pushes Krebs on his ass. That's all it was, a little pushing and shoving. Yeah, Buffalo is pretty big. Big hit on Evans there. I didn't see it though. They just said it. Yokiharu on Evans. And Belzile just got pushed on his ass. It's along the boards, half wall in Buffalo's end, and they whistle it down. Rare whistle down of a puck on the boards. They don't do that anymore. They used to in my day. Should see them in the shower. I don't. That's okay. Yeah, I'll leave that to you, Huzu. No problem. Yeah, Owen Power is supposed to be. I had him in the fantasy pool early. I don't know if it was this season or last. And I took him out. Thompson 6'6". Um, um, Huzu says that's incredibly light for that height, 220. He is kind of a little gangly, for a big guy. Well, I was doing the thumbnails, so I was looking at a bunch of pictures to pull which ones I wanted. I find him a little bit gangly. Pete, they are starting to throw their weight around, but they got the weight to throw around. That's for sure. We're 9 minutes in. Shots are now 5-4 for Buffalo. It's a 1-1 tie. I see Edmondson out there, so he wasn't hurt very badly. Yeah, see, I don't see Thompson out there on this first line, so I wonder if he's not playing. They have the longest drought in the NHL, no playoffs. They said he was out. Okay, so he is out. I didn't hear that. He's in the lineup that was given this afternoon. Well, that's good for Montreal. Wonder why he's out. They're not resting guys now. Not the most exciting game. The pace is okay, kind of, but I don't know, not a very exciting game. chance there for. I was looking down, didn't see the chance, but a save by Comrie. Habs still have possession though in the offensive zone. Valley at the half wall goes into the corner, sends it over to Tierney. Tierney centered it. I don't know who it was, just missed it. That was a good chance if he'd have connected. Getting close to the 8-minute mark left in the first period. Puck goes out off of a Owen Power shot off Allen. We're gonna have a face-off there. He's a bit of a Habs killer, Thompson. I think you're right, and Skinner too. Who's who? Are you talking about the Sabres? They're good at the beginning of the year. I'm not sure when you're saying that they were good. There were, but you got to go back a ways. A long time since they've been good. Bob says Primo's supposed to join the Habs in Philadelphia tomorrow. Is Monty hurt? If he is, I have not heard anything. Anybody can anybody check that one out? I have not heard. I hope not, but maybe he is. What other reason would they have Primo join them in Philly? Somebody's got to be hurt. Allen's in the game today, so Monty has to be hurt. Or it is possible that because it's Philadelphia, Primo's dad played for the Flyers, didn't he? Maybe they just want another look at Primo at the end of the season, see how he's doing, and evaluate him again here. You know, it might be nothing. 1-0 Ottawa over Florida. Look at that. Alex Tuck outproducing Jack Eichel. Good for Buffalo. Face off won by Buffalo. They keep the puck in. They're putting a little pressure here. Moving the puck around, looking for some kind of opening. Good stick there by Gurianov. He gets a pass he couldn't catch up to. Goes all the way down. Buffalo's got it. Tuck gets it out anyway to the red line where Matheson picks it up but gives it away. Tuck almost all alone, pretty much all alone. Shot on Allen. Allen makes the save. He'll hang on. We'll have a face-off there. Well, Bob, that's a very good observation. I did not put that together. So Bob says maybe there's still a little meat on the bone in the Carter Hart to Habs rumors. We heard 2 weeks ago Primo could be showcased for Philly. He says, I mean, that sure. That could be. If Monty's not hurt, there's got to be some reason, right? I can see Philly wanting to take a look at him in a game before they make a trade like that. You heard it here first, people. Again, pressure here by Buffalo. Habs and yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's not a very good game tonight. Philly might need a goalie coming back the other way. That makes sense. And, considering his dad played over there, that makes sense. Matt says breaking news. What's the breaking news? Oh, Phil, I agree with you. I think they're keeping Monty. I'm not really worried about that. Hockey Canada has just announced all members of the 2018 World Junior team are banned from playing for Team Canada until the investigation is complete. That's something. All players. A lot of players. I don't know that it if it means that they don't know who's guilty or whatever. It's probably more of a general thing, but that's a big thing. God damn, the boards are really annoying tonight. Who's who? Which Kachuk? Because they're both in that game. Commercial break here. So not the most exciting game. Um, thought it was going to be a little more scoring, considering they scored a goal each pretty early. Montreal really early, and then Buffalo not that long after. Anyways, you get what you get, right? Matt says that means Carter Hart, Cale Makar, Jordan Kyrou, Drake Batherson, to name a few, are banned from playing for Team Canada for the time being. That's pretty big. Talking about Brady, yeah, that's true. That's he is who he is. He plays that game. You get everything else with that. You got to put up with that, I guess. Believe me, if he had been picked by Montreal, we'd be okay with it. They're back. They're about to drop the puck. Come on, get to it. To the right of Allen this time. They're going to redo that. Phil, already in the works. He's got something from me. I don't know when it's going to come out, though. He's got something from me, and we're going to collaborate. That's all I can say. I don't know any more than that, actually. So keep watching Junkie, and I'm sure it's going to happen soon. But I haven't said anything because I don't know. I have no word exactly yet. Oh, Drew Deeks. No. Drew Deeks, I mean, you could say, do I have any plans? No. Would he ever approach me again? Because he has before, and then ghosted me. I doubt he's ever gonna. He ghosted me. I've never spoken to him since. He's never. I don't know. I don't know the guy, and he came out of nowhere to ask me to do something, and then that's when he got Habs tonight, and then I never heard from him again. Which is fine. So we're down to 3:50 left in the first. Shots are now 10-6 for Buffalo, and the score is tied at 1. Try again. I didn't try the first time. He approached me out of the blue. Don't know the guy. Never met him, and yeah, we had plans, and then gone. So, am I approaching him again? No, because I never approached him the first time. I'm not going to. What could be a good slogan for a betting company? Ghosting is for children. Betting is for children of the great. Maybe won't work. People are still going to bet, especially the way they make it easy. This is definitely not a very exciting game. So I hope, because we're almost at the end of the first, I hope second period's a lot better. You got to figure there's got to be more scoring than 1-1. Edmondson takes a holding penalty. We might have some scoring right here. So with 2:22 left in the first, Buffalo goes on the power play. Bob, it was probably like a game time decision thing. The announcers just said, I didn't see it. I was looking down. They don't necessarily agree with that call. So another shitty call by the refs. What else is new? They're working it around, looking for an opening. That's kind of like sex. Habs doing a good job not giving them any openings. Shot came in, though, and Allen made the save, knocked it into the corner, and it was sent all the way back down the ice. 1:10 left in Buffalo's power play. They regroup. A little drop off to Alex Tuck. He gives it off to Cousins. Cousins kind of his pass hit Hab and got sent all the way down. Harvey Pinard, I think. All of a sudden, the names and stuff are appearing when the guy's got the puck. All of a sudden. Less than a minute left in the first. 30 seconds left in the power play. Paterka shot. Save Allen. Knocked it into the corner. They still have it. 15 seconds left in their power play. Cousins shot from the high slot, and a glove save by Allen. Will have a face-off, probably to his left. So far, good job on the PK from Montreal because, like I said earlier, Buffalo's got a really good power play. 7 seconds left on the after the face. So it's almost over. Habs win the draw. Okay, so the power play's over. Can they get to full strength before there's a goal scored? Yeah, they're back at full strength. 5 seconds left. So it'll be 1-1 after one. Ones across the board. In a boring game so far, nothing really exciting. I hope the second is a lot better. So we have an intermission here. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we can continue talking about Pierre-Luc Dubois if you want, or something else, whatever you guys feel like talking about. Right here in the chat. Just type, hit enter, and we'll talk about it. I don't know how many people are in the room, but give a thumbs up if you're having a good time, and or if you're about to leave, please do that before you leave. Appreciate that. I have no idea how many people are here. Someone want to give me an update? How many does it say that are in the room? This gives me a better idea of whether I should be funny or not. Now that's a dumb commercial. It's kind of true, but it's kind of dumb. You aren't getting the same commercials as me, I know, so no need talking about it. But somebody talk to me here in the chat. We have another one of those episodes where no comments are coming in. You guys decide the topics that we'll talk about here in the first period intermission. But in order to do that, you gotta talk to me. And if you're not here and you're having a good time, also, hey, give me a thumbs up. By that, I kind of mean if you're watching this on replay and you're enjoying it, please give a thumbs up too. 21 in the room and nobody's talking to me. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate the update. I don't know. 21. Should I be funny? Should I be quiet? Should I be entertaining? Should I be horrible? Like I could do what I want. No, but whatever you guys want to talk about, we can continue that conversation about Pierre-Luc Dubois if you want. I forgot where we left off, but if anybody had a comment, because I missed a lot, I had to leave, that didn't get read, and you want to bring it back up, do that here right now, and we'll talk about that. I said what I had to say about it, really. I'm okay with Pierre-Luc Dubois coming here. I worry about his locker room presence and the baggage that he has about all that stuff. But depending on what you pay for him, if it's an overpayment, I'm not really big on that. But if the price is right, he could help. Sportsnet intermission panel not discussing that Hockey Canada news. I'm not really surprised. That might have come out kind of too late for them to really talk about it here. Maybe too late for them to switch gears. I don't know. They got 15 minutes. Maybe they'll work it in. I definitely don't really care what they talk about in general. More important what we talk about here. But once again, it requires it's like a two-way street. I could do a monologue if I want, but I don't really like doing that. I'd rather that we communicate back and forth. That's how conversations usually work. Is you talk back and forth. So yeah, please talk to me here in the chat, and we'll talk about whatever you want. So far, so good with the game tonight, but it's boring. I mean, it's a boring game. Not much exciting happening. Is Buffalo going to really miss Paige Thompson? Does he really drive the offense there? He might. He's not in the lineup tonight. Montreal coming off a pretty good run of goal scoring over the last bunch of games. They're going to have an off night. I don't know. Hard to say. Are you excited to see Sean Farrell in the lineup tomorrow night against the Flyers? And then we got this thing about Primo being called up and on his way to Philadelphia to join the team for tomorrow. Is Monty hurt? Are they showcasing Primo to Philadelphia for a possible trade or maybe Carter Hart? Because that rumor's been out there about Carter Hart. So a lot of stuff we can talk about. It requires someone for me to talk to. That news that I was expecting hasn't fully happened yet, so it's on a delay. Probably Thursday. I probably will have some news for you guys, but yeah, a little disappointing delay. Nothing's changed; it's just delayed. That's what happens in this business. There's a lot of delays. All right. So we're not talking about anything. We're just going to sit here. Why don't we just sit here and we'll just look at each other? I'll look into the camera. You guys look at me, and we'll have some meaningful bonding time. I should have prepared some jokes. Huzu says, I guess this is during a game. Met the strangest middle-aged guy today. A guy from Vermont that pretty much hated anyone outside his town. He told me I was a chicken like my people and like the Habs. Challenged me to a fight on ice. Nice. I wonder if he might say he might be like a right-wing guy, a MAGA person. A MAG idiot. I'd like to know where Matt heard that story about Hockey Canada. Matt, Matt, Matt. I don't know if Matt's still here. Matt, if you're still here, tell us where you heard that story. Now we want your source. Well, I imagine wherever he got it from, if it just came out, we're going to see more of it on, over the next 12 hours, 24 hours. I'm sure it's going to be a really big story if it's the real story. Um, might be odd that they're not talking about it in between periods, but like I said, they might have an agenda that this didn't come in quickly enough for them to change tracks, or we'll see it in the second intermission. I mean, they're going to have another intermission, so. Does the announcement mean that they may be closer to knowing who was involved? I don't think that's what it means. To me, it just means they're still unknown. And since they don't know all the details yet, and who they're just not letting any of those guys play internationally. I think it's the right decision. Until you know, don't take a chance. It's how it is. Who's who? I read your. It's typical of somebody that's like that, right? They're just chicken shit and coward anyway, and they're just all talk, no action. No, just like a right wing person blaming the other side for what they are. Just read something on Sportnet website. The final report hasn't even been released yet, but some have already played internationally. Rick, admit you would have loved to cover that event. You maybe, especially if he's a mag idiot. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know the story. I don't know anything about it. So Matt's not here apparently to defend himself on it. So he never ran that by me first. So I don't know anything about it because as you guys, I was on here when he said it. So I don't know anything. Makar and Batherson have for sure. Yeah, no, I know that. I know some of those guys have. So it's a decision that obviously came about today. No, Matt was here. He was here in the chat. He had this big breaking news, and I don't know where he is to find out where he got the story from. I'll text him. Why don't I do that? The game was boring, so a little bit of me texting Matt's not going to be that bad. I'll ask him where he got the story from. All right, I asked him. Pete the fist around in the chat. Pete's been around in the chat as well. I didn't. I mean, Matt. It's Matt. I didn't know if Matt was coming tonight, but Pete wasn't supposed to. Bob, kind of like that, right? Okay. Answer is from Drager on Twitter. There's more to it. Drager on Twitter. I'll be on the show end of the second period, so he'll come on the show to defend himself. You heard it here first. Matt will make an appearance. See, Lucas didn't even know, and he kind of got it right. Neil says NHL Network in the States is reporting it along with ESPN. John Gibson, I don't follow. If I followed football, it wouldn't be CFL. I only know that um, Pierre Pelado bought the team. That's all I really know. I don't know much more than that. Is there any CFL excitement in Montreal? Couldn't really tell you either. Bob, we just got the answer though. NHL Network's reporting it, and ESPN. So it's a story, and Drager on Twitter. So there you go. I think it's a story. I have no idea why he does. He can't. If he needs a nap or not, I don't know. It's not a long nap. I only follow Tom Brady stuff. Yeah, Tom Brady French kissing his kid. That's the only thing I follow. Definitely not following Tom Brady. Hey, born to be a Hab. Welcome in, buddy. Lucas says, I don't think there's been CFL excitement in Montreal since Calvillo. Probably right. I met that guy twice. I was working for CAA. I was doing I don't know if I was on the battery truck yet, but I changed that tire. He had big SUV. Uh, his wife had a flat. It was in the garage the first time, and it was not easy to do. No tip from the guy. So I always remember Calvillo as cheap. I'm so sorry. The second time, first time his wife was there. The second time he was there, so I actually met him the second time. I had to go twice in like I think within a week. That's it. Never met him again. But yeah, but you're right about the team hasn't really caught my attention at all since then. Matt just tagged me in it on Twitter, but my Twitter's not open, and I don't really care to go into it right now. I unfortunately hang out on Twitter way too much, and I absolutely hate it since Elon Musk took over. He's a petty little asshole that if you're not paying for that blue check, they screw around with your account like they screw around with you. I don't have proof of that, but I kind of do. CFL players don't make a ton of money now. Or do they have? Yes, Will Farrell is expected to be in the lineup tomorrow night. No, Pelado, the Quebecor guy, probably one of the richest guys in Quebec, I think. At least I think it's Pelado. Calvillo made good money. Yes, he made like $250,000 and more. He was a star. Listen, he was a star. No doubt about it. The players used to come to school when I was younger and stuff. Bowman was someone who always stood out for Bowman who? Like Scotty Bowman? Went to your school, you met him that way? That's cool. Will Ferrell. It's not it's his brother, Sean. Come on. His much younger brother from another mother. Bob, it might be on TV they're reporting it, and the websites I know the websites can take they're not some of them aren't run very well. It take forever till the story shows up there. What kind of player is Farrell? He is supposed to be pretty damn good. Supposed to be NHL ready. And we're going to find out tomorrow night what we see. I don't expect him to be at, where at his peak, but I expect we'll like what we see. And he's, like I said, supposed to be NHL ready. Um, yeah, John, I never really was a big CFL fan, so I'm not the biggest football fan, but I like the NFL more than the CFL. You're a little late on that joke, Lucas. John said John Bowman. Who's John Bowman? Oh, isn't he a football player, right? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow. We're about back for the second period. Look at that. Bob, that's not the case for the NHL website. I've gone to look at. I heard about something gone there. Nothing, and even on the Canadians' own website there, it's through the NHL.com. Sometimes stuff's not there. It all depends. We're underway. 1-1. 1-1 tie. Montreal, I don't think it had a shot in a little while. They need to get some shots on net. Especially since Buffalo not a great defensive team, so Montreal is about to go on the PK again because of I don't know what they did there in front of the net. There was a couple of good chances by Buffalo, and they did something. So just waiting for Montreal to touch the puck, and then we'll get a whistle. There's a delayed penalty right now. Backhand from Tuck. Allen makes a save, and the whistle gets blown. That's what she said that night. I find for NHL that TSN is the best source. Yeah, it's hit and miss there too, to be honest with you. The TSN site that what I've got bookmarked when I go in there, same thing. Same thing. I find honestly the best place to get it quick, Twitter. Twitter's the fastest place for you to get a story broken. I'd say for at least 90% of the stories. As much as I hate what Twitter has become, it's still the fastest place to find out information. Drouin was hooking again? Man, I know he needs a contract for next year, but come on. What I mean by that, no, I'm not going to explain that. If you get it, you get it. Lucas, I think I agree with that. I was okay. I liked TSN until the Leafs became good. Then it just became the Leaf show, and that's pretty much true. Bob says he found the story on TSN. Look at that. So Skinner goes to the box to negate that penalty. I guess we'll have some 4-on-4. I didn't see exactly what he did, though, even though I just looked at it. High sticking to the back of the head of Kovacevic. So that was really early, that penalty, too. So we've got 4-on-4 for a minute 45 now left. A little more open ice. Could be good. Go get that puck. Matt Matheson can skate. Matheson takes the puck away from Middlestat. Nice. Really nice. Doc gives it up, though, in the offensive zone. Here come the Sabres. Knocked away. Nice. They still have it, though. At the point, to the other side, at the half wall now. I think that's Darlene. Back to the point, but came out. So they'll have to regroup. 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And then Montreal's got like a 6-second power play after that. So Kovacevic with a nice shot. Oh man, Harris just fanned on he had an open side net, fanned on it. Too bad from the middle of the circle. Icing against Buffalo with 5 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Yeah, that makes sense, Bayboy. Thanks for that. Yeah, they want to complete the investigation. I guess it's still up in the air who was involved. And they want to know everyone who's involved. Penalty over for Montreal. Drouin got out of the box. He got out because the John wouldn't testify against him for hooking. Sid and Friends is coming to an end. I won't miss it. I don't watch it. Oh, good save. Off. I don't know who that was. Okposo centered it. Allen read that perfectly and made a big save there. Let's see it. Krebs centers it to Krebs, and Krebs gets it right on the goalie, but Allen was a perfect position. A world tournament, I'd love to see it. I don't think so. Bettman, I don't think wants one. I don't know why. We're almost 4 minutes into the second now. Montreal picked up 4 shots so far, so at least they're starting to get on the get shots on the net. Still 1-1. You kind of expect at some point scoring to start. I don't know, happening. I really didn't expect this game to be this tight and low scoring tight, not high scoring tight. Oh, Belzile fakes a shot. I thought he was going to go around the net, and then he puts one past the goalie. I got to see that how he did that. What a beauty by Belzile. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, he fakes it, hangs on just for another split second, and then blows it by him. He roofs it too. Nice. 2-1 Montreal. With 4.5 minutes into the second. Belzile's fighting for a spot somewhere anyway, at least somewhere, if not here. Edmund doesn't listen to anybody, Brad. You're right. I don't know. I'd say he won't be on the team next year, but I think there's a good possibility that he won't. But he's earning a spot at the very least somewhere. I'm okay if he's here, but I think he's earning a spot in the NHL for next year somewhere. They've just gone to a TV break. Oh no, it's just a betting ad. Because we needed that. We needed that. Cross-checking penalty for Habs. Look at that. A little bit ironic, but hey. Brad, maybe Arizona. That would be yes, a team like that. I agree. More than likely. Or have sign him as depth, and he comes up when there's injuries. Allen clears it almost for an icing. Who couldn't catch up to it. Goalie sends it back the other way, and they're in the offensive zone. Buffalo trying to find some openings. Good work by Matheson to take the puck away from Skinner, I think. And Habs cleared all the way down. Minute 10 left in Buffalo's power play. And Buffalo kind of does the same thing. Power play goal from a really bad angle. Paterka. 2-2 tie. Maybe now we're going to get that game I thought was going to happen. I don't know if he's even behind the goal line. I mean, that he bounced it off of Allen, I guess. Off his shoulder. Off the shoulder, off the bar and in, I think, maybe. Well, definitely off the shoulder. Fluky goal. He had to hit the spot. Still a bit of a fluky goal, I think. Had to bounce the right way. And it did. And we got a 2-2 tie. Just a little over 6 minutes into the second. El goal was assisted by Savard. We're just announcing it. J.J. Paterka. Oh, a chance here. Galley. That would have been a perfect Galley goal if he had scored it. But he didn't. He got a shot on net. Golden made the save. Galley with it right now. Sends it behind the net. Intercepted by big guy. Galley gets it back. Nice cross ice pass to Kovacevic. Behind the net. Back to Galley. Galley tried to center it. Wasn't able to. He got it back, put it up to the point. Evans with a shot. The others, anyway, came back the other way. I don't know who that was. Almost got away with that on a breakaway. Nice little sequence there by Montreal. Some good chances. Evans with a good block there. Some pressure here by Buffalo. Oh, bad pass by Buffalo. They keep the puck, though. Everybody had to come out, and they have to reset. They're back in anyway. Stillman scores. Walks right in, stick handles it past Allen. So it's 3-2. We got that game now. It's not boring now. 3-2 Buffalo. Let's see the replay. Yeah, Lucas Galley started. That was a good sequence there with Galley. It's too bad they didn't put one in because they were going to give one up. Did that go off someone's skate though? I want to see it again. I think it might have gone off Harris's stick there. Anyway, it's 3-2. Adam. Got to wait a couple of years probably. How's it going, Adam? Why? It's 3-2. It's not like they're out of this game. I don't know what you're making fun of there. Still a lot of hockey left. We're almost at the halfway mark of the game. And Buffalo does have a pretty potent offense, right? So let's just hope Montreal can keep up with them. Montreal back the other way. Let's see what they can do here. Another sequence like that would be really nice if they can then put it in the net this time. Nope, puck cleared out. And we're going to get an icing. Icing call against Buffalo. Yeah, because we need another betting freaking ad. I guess if they don't go for a TV break there, they put a betting ad. Face-off is to the left of the Buffalo goalie. Come on, guys. No, can't keep the puck. Does it get cleared? No. Into the corner. Harvey Pinard with it. Up to the point. Over to Barron on the other side. Back to Harvey Pinard. Back to Barron. Give and go. Great opportunity. Great chance there for Barron. Good save by the goalie. With some nice plays there. Montreal looking good tonight as well. I don't know why Adam thinks they look shitty. Harvey Pinard shot off a skate. One of the Buffalo Giants. Definitely picked up the pace in the second period. Owen Power at the point. Gives it over to his partner there. Back. No, that's Krebs with it. Back to Power. No, it's Okposo. I don't know who the hell is who. Ferguson's shot. Allen makes the save. We got a face-off coming up. Yeah, but Adam, think of how many years we had to do that, wait for you guys to get good. A long time. So, yeah, you guys can wait a little longer. Anthony, I'm not sure. What are you saying there? Play by play today is see how you're doing, Rick. Okay. Not sure what you mean. I really don't know what you're saying. All right. Got a TV timeout here. I think something like 9.5 minutes left in the second, or 10 minutes, somewhere around there. Montreal not out of this game. It's 3-2 for Buffalo. I think we're going to have a high scoring game in the end. A bit of play by play today. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks. You? How you doing? Adam, he looks pretty freaking decent. Yeah. Harvey Pinard is a better Gallagher when Gallagher was more of a viable player, obviously. A younger Gallagher, but better. Face off to the right of Allen. Doc gets tossed. Drouin in. Drouin wins the draw. Look at that. It's up against a half wall. Boards, they finally Kovacevic kicks it loose. And it's whistled down. Why? High stick touched it? I think a high stick hit the touched it, and that's why they whistled it down. So we'll have a face off to the left of Allen this time. Lucas, that's a really good point. 7th round draft pick. I mean, he looked like how many teams missed on him, Adam, we might be talking about it in the second intermission. We talked about it in my pregame show a bit. Um, yeah, we'll see if everybody wants to talk about that a little bit. Lucas Krebs was picked, I think, a couple of picks before Caulfield or a little bit after. I'm not sure where he was picked. It was the same draft as Caulfield. Yeah, Krebs looked really good back then. He came over with Alex Tuck, I believe, in the trade for Eichel. Small guys, not necessarily always passed on, but they generally do drop in the draft. But we'll see what happens with this year's crop. There's a couple of small guys in there. Offside for Buffalo. Yeah, they're going to go to another commercial break. What news on PLD? Just Elliot Friedman talking about he thinks PLD is coming here. 95% sure that he's going to be here. I don't know. We'll talk about it though in the intermission if you want. I definitely will not be watching the XFL. So far, the second period's been pretty good. We had 3 goals so far in the second. Lucas, I don't know if it's the same clickbait bullshit that they've been. I mean, he's saying that the teams have talked, and he's 95% certain that there'll be a deal there. That's a little different. Oh, who cares about that? 2011, last time the Sabres were in the playoffs. And I believe they lost in the first round to Philadelphia. 7:02 left in the second. Sabres win the draw. 2017, that's the shots. It's a 3-2 game. Buffalo in the lead. to see some more action. It kind of just stalled out again. Turn over here, Yost in the slot. Shot it high. I'm quiet, eh? Jeez, what's wrong with me? 5.5 minutes left in the second. Oh, chance there right in front of Allen. Guryanov speeding away, but he loses the puck. Overhandles it. Puck comes back to Savard, over to Matheson. Matheson to Guryanov, to Tierney. Bounced off him, though. Buffalo's got it. Trying to get it out. I don't know who stole that away and fired it in. Habs have possession. I think it was Doc who did it. He's got the puck now. Gives it over to Matheson. Matheson back to Doc. Doc to Guryanov. Shot. Or was that Guryanov? Yeah, it was. Anyway, went wide and then got knocked out of play. So we're going to have a face-off at the blue line, I think, of Buffalo. Anthony, yeah, listen, it's his opinion. People are allowed their opinions, even if they're the wrong ones. But Lucas, there's no way. I don't see him coming here as a free agent. The only way, I guess, would be Montreal offer sheets him because he's an RFA next year. So he's got to be signed by someone. So they got to trade for him. Yeah, it's the only way. Or offer sheet him. But PLD I don't know if he's 24 or 25. He's young enough to be worth the trade and stay here, um, you know, and be in his prime probably when Montreal starts to contend for the playoffs. Anthony, I agree with you. No, I agree with you. I mean, you can't give up on Slav and say he's whatever. He didn't even play a full season yet. You don't have to worry about your language. You guys in the chat can say whatever you want. It's no problem. Um, isn't the game still on? Why are they're showing Harvey Pinard at his parents' pizza place? 4:35 left in the second. 3-2 Buffalo. Big hit on Kovacevic. I don't know by who. He was without a stick, so he's got to go over and get one or go off. Flipped out over the glass. How come that's not a penalty? Flipped it out from. It didn't hit anything. I guess only a defenseman when he's trying to play it up the boards. I don't get it. 3:33 left in the second. Lucas, at his age, I wouldn't really worry about it. I don't think it's gonna screw him up, missing the rest of the season. Down to 3 minutes left in the second period. This game definitely just goes between boring to gets exciting, then it's boring again. Oh, that kid that scored the first goal's got 2 points tonight. 2:25 left in this boring and exciting second period. They're showing all the guys that are listed as injured, but if you saw the my lineup, they took most of them off the off that list, and I wonder if that's because they're not coming back for the rest of the season. So interestingly, and we know this at this point, Monahan not coming back again. There does seem to be a lot of commercials this period. Here comes Suzuki. Sends it into the corner, goes to the other side. Harvey Pinard couldn't get there in time to get it from. But they steal it. Oh, nice chance there by Hoffman. Again, another pass, beauty, and then Hoffman couldn't. I don't know how to describe that. I got to see it again. But 2 chances, very similar. Passing chance between Suzuki, Harvey Pinard, and Hoffman, and both times Hoffman could not get the shot on net. One was a shot, and one was right at the side of the net. If he could only get the puck up over the pad, but he couldn't do that. Anyways, still some nice play there by Montreal. 1:28 left in the second. They're facing off to the right, to the left, excuse me, of Buffalo goalie, won by Buffalo. What's up with Byron? Byron, it's still his hip. No, he's not coming back. Byron definitely played his last Habs game, and Okposo goes off for high sticking. He won't be back as a player again here, if ever for anybody. Even he might be retiring. I don't know. I believe it's a hip injury with Byron. Second power play for Habs coming up. They had one shot on the first one. got 1:07 here left in the second. So if they don't score, they'll have power play time to start the third. $40 seconds. Oh, shot. It started with a shot from Matheson, saved by Comrie, but he gave up the rebound, and then I think it was Harvey Pinard in there trying to score and bang away at it. Harvey Pinard and Doc were there. Anyway, no fighting come out of that. And we'll have a face off there. Probably, yeah, to the left of Comrie. 1:10 left in the Habs power play. 15 seconds left in the period, though. Tuck with a nice move to go around Matheson. He gets Matheson. He gets a shot away. Allen makes the save. 3.9 seconds left in the second, and 57 seconds left on the power play. So basically, 53 seconds will be left on the power play to start the third. Anthony Monahan, don't know. They just he's not coming back. Hey, Andrew Robidoux, how you doing, buddy? How can you once a day be able to join the lives? Huh? I don't know what you mean. Okay, I'm lost. You guys are answering for me. That's what's going on there? Yeah, it seems nobody's sure what Andrew's saying. Is the period over? Yeah, the period's over. So we're in the second intermission. We can talk about whatever you guys want. You decide. Um, uh, how can you join and talk? You're there talking Habs. If you mean coming on here, no, I don't do that. I used to, but I don't do that anymore. So unfortunately, no, never, I guess. But you're talking to me here in the chat, so continue doing that, and that's how you join. Anthony wants to talk about PLD, but if you want to talk about PLD, you got to ask me something. I've said everything. I don't want to repeat everything I've said, unless asked a question, and then I would. Brad says Suzuki Doc and Dubois down the middle, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that that's not awesome. My worries are more with in the locker room and with his the baggage about attitude and stuff, which Seems to be out there. I don't know if it's true or not. That's my worry, and the cost to trade for him. And if you're going to come back to me and say, no, we'll just wait for him in free agency. No, he's an RFA next year, not a UFA. So waiting for him in free agency might not ever happen. So if you want to get him, if they want to get him, they got to trade for him. I think they do, or offer sheet him in the offseason till he signs a contract with somewhere, with Winnipeg, or they move him. What was who talking about for PLD? I don't get you. Don't want another Subban situation. Uh it's not the same thing. I don't really equate Subban to what was going on with him to Dubois. No, I don't relate that. Andrew, I don't think Harvey Pinard is anything more than he is. I mean, when you say fail under pressure in a playoff push, what do you mean? What do you call failing for Harvey Pinard? I think he's going to be pretty consistent. I don't think he's going to be a 40 goal scorer, probably not even a 30 goal scorer. But the guy's got offense on him in him. He has all through his coming up. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his ceiling is. Brad says Montreal holds all the cards in the Pierre-Luc Dubois deal. Yeah, I mean, could be. Could look at it that way. Maybe they do. Who says we saw Drouin lock horns with MSL, that's Marty St. Louis, because of his princess eye. PLD is a lot better, but he's twice the diva as well. It seems like that. I kind of lean towards that's probably true, but I don't know if it is or not. Um, yeah, I don't know. All I know is they got to trade to get him. So will it be a draft day kind of trade, or will it be an off season deal? I don't know. Lucas Hughes was asked that last interview he did. He says a lot of the reason why it's taking so long is the guys that are doing the negotiation, scheduling's a problem. Being able to get together and talk about it. That's what Hughes says. Maybe I tend to agree that Winnipeg might want a lot for Dubois. But it depends, if it's a lot, but it's not guys that are real that really have a future here, that's fine. If it's not pieces like that. Who's who? You could be right. Never know. Andrew, yeah, there's no way I could tell you that. There's no way you could have an opinion either way on Slavkovsky because he hasn't played enough. He's 18. He needs you need time with that. I personally think he'll be fine. Give him 2-3 years, but I don't know for sure that's the case. I'm getting cold. I'm just gonna go change my sweater to something else. I'm getting cold. I'll be back in just a minute. I hope you guys don't mind, but it's gonna get colder, and I want my window open because I'm smoking. So give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna wear my yellow sweater. Hang on a sec, guys. I'm too cold. I know how it's gonna be. I was also hungry. I went to get a piece of banana bread I made yesterday. To be honest, this is just a little bit warmer than that, and I don't feel like wearing the big sweater tonight. There you go. All right, what did I miss? Just like Annie. What's that? Lucas, I don't think he's a franchise player, but I think a second liner is fine. If he's third line, it's because we're going to have an awesome offense, and you're going to have 3 scoring lines. Banana bread is really good. This was a good recipe too. Andrew, that about PLD, I think that's what most of our problem with it is that we're worried that he's a diva. I don't really know the truth, so I don't know. I don't think you can really compare Dvorak to Dubois as far as on the offensive side. And I mean, Dubois is a good player. I don't know that you can compare that. So, I mean, I'd take Dubois over Dvorak skills wise and talent wise, without a doubt. Yeah, Brad. I mean, Dubois. There's no doubt for his skill and his talent, he would be a good fit here. I don't think. I mean, that's not my worry for him. It's the rest. Is Dvorak injury prone? He may be. He may be. It's like at least here in Montreal, everybody's injury prone except Suzuki. He's the only guy in 2 years that hasn't missed a game. So knock wood. There's 8 more after tonight. If he doesn't have a problem, when that's 2 years without missing a game. And I'm not sure. I don't know that he's missed very many, if any, since he started playing with Montreal. Centers can play wing. We established that earlier there, and wingers are less valuable for this reason. Yeah, center's a bit of a more valuable position. Although depending on the player, right? There's wingers that can offer the same kind of value, and that's what was one of the explanations about Slav in the draft. So Phil, yeah, I mean that would be a great line. Like I said, I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm not talking about his skill or his talent. My worry about getting him, like I keep saying, is the other stuff and the cost, not only in his contract but to give up to get him. Those are my worries. But as far as the player, it would be a pretty huge pickup. Yeah. Tell that to Huberdeau and his $10.5 million contract. Are we talking about because he's a winger? No, but it's all. Listen, a guy like Huberdeau, I mean, his career, you know what you're getting, but that was also too big of a contract. They're going to regret that contract in a few years. In the future, Doc will play on the wing with Cole and Nick. Will he play center on second line? I think the draft is really going to have a lot to do with that, depending on who we get in this draft, whether they sign a guy like Dubois or not. But Doc can play either second line center, and I think that the team wants him to be a center. The coach does. He said it actually. So, but he could also play on that right wing on Suzuki's line, and it's going to be great. So, and I could see Doc being a guy like if they have enough centers and they move them around, like Doc could be a guy can play either center or wing, depending on the matchup, depending on the injuries and stuff like that. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Wait a second, I just jumped. I'm just reading Andrew's comment. I agree PLD over Dvorak. He is a better player, but Dubois also lollygags and doesn't play defense and might not be great in the locker room versus Dvorak is a two-way guy who plays great D, has had 20 goals. I don't totally disagree with you. I don't know. I don't watch Dubois enough to say that he lollygags out on the ice. I don't know that. He could be. I don't know enough to say that. Does he play defense? I guess same thing. I don't know. I haven't watched him enough to know that. I do know offensively, skills wise, he's a good player to have. You say an aging winger is at least valuable. I mean, they couldn't move Hoffman, right? I mean, that's an aging winger right there. Lucas, I like Doc as a center too. I kind of prefer him as a center. See, Phil's in there, and I believe Phil's probably seen him a lot more than I have. That's PLD. He says he's no lollygagger, and he's amazing and big and fast. So I kind of lean towards that. But like I said, I don't know. I don't watch him, but I wouldn't really think Montreal is interested in him if he's a lollygagger. I really wouldn't think so. This is not the kind of management that's looking for players like that. And I gotta believe if they go after Dubois, I gotta believe that maybe some of this locker room stuff's not true. Because I just don't see Gorton and Hughes trading for a guy that's going to be a problem in the locker room. So we'll see. I mean, if they go after him, then I may be encouraged that he's not who I think he is off the ice. Dubois and Drouin are one and the same. Like I said, I don't watch him enough to say that. Who will play on the first line with Nick and Cole, Dak, or Slav? Um, yeah, I don't know. That's what training camp's going to be for next year, I think. Lucas, I don't. I know it kind of looks like that, but I mean, Harvey Pinard's there because of the injuries. Harvey Pinard is going to be, in my opinion, a third line winger, but that's going to produce offense. And also a guy that can play anywhere, any line in the lineup that he's needed and play there well. But I think in general, he's going to be a third line winger on a scoring third line and an energy third line and a good defensive third line as well. I just think that's who he is. I don't see him as a top 6 guy permanently. Let's put it that way. It's not a knock on him, though. I just think wherever you play Harvey Pinard, he's going to give you everything he's got. So, but I just don't see them having him as a first line winger going forward. All right, we have a third period about to start on my screen. Anyway, speaking of Harvey Pinard, they're showing him. So we'll have Suzuki facing off against Gergens. And boom, my feed just went. I got to get that back. Lovely. Not. It's been okay tonight. Yeah, of course. I got to do this garbage. I forgot about the power play. 20 seconds left on it. It's still 3-2 Buffalo, by the way. Montreal now up on shots 25-22. So that's interesting. I didn't realize that. When you're making these lineup predictions, you got to realize you're making the lineup predictions based on the guys that are here right now. And you think of coming to an off season, a draft, a good draft. The players in camp could look different, even. We don't know, but so that's why it's hard to judge really for next year. Just what? What did they go for? Wow. So much for Matt joining us, though. BL, don't say anything. Brad Owen Beck should be in the picture right now, anyway, right? I don't think they're going to be looking for someone that has to go on that line. I think they're going to develop somebody into that role, Andrew. Ottawa beating Florida? Good stuff. Anthony, all I can say is I think Jack-I will be a third pairing defenseman, and he'll be in the lineup way more often than not. The rookies on the big club. Joshua Roy, Owen Beck. These are possibilities. I don't know if they'll all be here, but these are possibilities. Someone from the draft, possibly this year, whoever the first pick is. I know I'm missing somebody, but I think it'll be guys forwards this year. So the rookie crop is going to be up front. I figure probably 3 guys if they can make moves in the offseason to get rid of some of the veterans and some of the money. Then yeah. Lucas, I think you got half right on the first pairing. I think you got to put Matheson there with Barron. I think it's going to be Barron. That seems to be the talk from the experts. They think Barron's got the best shot to be that. Only the future will tell. Lucas, I think you're right. Barron flying under the radar a bit, and I think that's why he's overlooked by people. I don't think he's being overlooked by the people the experts that know a little better than we do. That's what I've been reading, and I kind of agree with that. I think Barron has that potential. Got to say, I mean, he's improved since he got here. This year, when they finally brought him up, I think he's improved big time even since then. A bit boring here in the third so far. Kind of back and forth stuff. Not a lot of. I mean, Montreal's getting the shots. They got 29 now, so they've been putting pucks on net. Some pressure here by Montreal. Almost a nice little pass there by Suzuki, but a little bit off. Savard with a shot hit somebody from the high slot. Took that shot. So some good pressure here by Montreal. Keep the puck in the offensive zone, especially when you need a goal. Cannon. Cannon. Bob, I don't think Mayu next season, though. Mayu next season, I really think is going to play in London again. And then in Laval the year after, and then Montreal. So I don't see Mayu here yet. I'd let Mayu totally dominate next season in London. And let that controversy die down another year. AHL will let him in, and then NHL will let him in. Chance there, I think Doc shot just went wide. Drew, I couldn't tip it in. Almost 6 minutes into the third. 30 shots for Montreal. Throw a few more there. You gotta pop a goal soon. They keep throwing shots at the net. Uzu, I agree. No, Jack, I can't see them. A lot of people think he's going to be the seventh defenseman going forward. I think you got to have that guy in the lineup way more often than not. So I think he has to be a regular on a third pairing. I think that's where he'll be. JFed, that's exactly it. That's why I think he needs another year in London. He's still got development to do. And as good as his offense is, he's not ready all around yet to come to Montreal. Andrew, I disagree with you. You got to have a guy like Jack Guy in the lineup. He provides something that none of those other guys provide, and it's needed here in Montreal. He might be your sixth defenseman, but he's going to be in the top six. Plus, I think Jack Guy has a determination. He's one of those players, he's got that determination. I don't think you're gonna be able to hold him back. He's gonna win that spot. He's gonna win the spot. Never mind that you just gotta have him in there for his physical game. He's gonna win the spot. By the way, just waiting out a commercial break here. I think the NHL or whoever's the broadcaster is really trying to make up money here at the end of the season by running a lot of ads. Since the regular season is in the last 3 weeks now, 2 weeks from Friday, the season will be officially over, and there'll be, I would imagine, playoffs will start Sunday night. Yeah, there is 14th, 15th, 16th of April, I think. My no, it's not my son's. Somebody else's birthday. My youngest son is the 18th of April. Who's who? I've already noticed that, so I realized that, but I don't know what the teams are supposed to do about it. We need to get rid of Bettman, is what we need to do. Big save by Allen on a backhand by Skinner, just outside the right circle. I'm really surprised at the score. I really, really, really thought this was going to be a much higher scoring game. We still have some time, but it's not going to be where I thought. Anyway, what do you do about it? You overcome. That's all you can do. And I've been watching the Habs over. Galley with a beautiful shot from the dot in the, I guess that's the right circle. Ties it up. We're at 3-3 with 11:25 to go. Beauty by Gallagher. Second goal in 2 games and his third point. So as I was saying, I've been watching the Habs overcome the refs for years, and that's what they got to do. I don't know what else you can do until you get rid of Bedman and they replace the people at Dops. Yeah, I don't know. And make refs accountable maybe for what they do. Galley looks like he is determined to have a really good end of the season at the very least, to save his season. That's 3 points in 2 games. So this is a new game, tied up at 3. 11 minutes to go in the third. Anyway, they may go to overtime. Next goal, probably. I mean, it's hard to say, but next goal could win it. Could be the winning goal. Evans and Ulanen with the assists there, by the way. Bad giveaway there. His shot over the net and out. So we'll have a face off. I think to the left of Allen. Jeez, I've been doing good with those. Gally doesn't want to. No, he just. I'm sure it's a pride thing. He wants to have a not for that reason. He wants to finish. He wants to save his season by playing well to end the season. Good on him. Why was that off? He pulled it out. It didn't cross over to the line. That should not have been an offside against the Habs. Not in my opinion, anyway. Pizzetta leads Habs with 201 hits. He's doing his job. It always feels better when Gally's playing well. I agree with that. Good to see him do it too. Pace just got faster, so I mean this is good because the game's getting exciting. It was kind of boring this period leading up to this goal. 9.5 minutes to go in the third. Montreal leading in shots 32-26. It's a tie game at 3. Nice move by Harvey Pinard. Too bad they didn't score there. That was a nice move to get around a player there. Love to see that kind of stuff. Habs still have the puck. Shot by Matheson went wide. Came out. They'll have to regroup and try to get back in. Almost given away there. Harvey Pinard puts it over the blue line, though. Comes back out, though, and then into the crowd. We'll have a face-off, I think, at the red line. Hey, Thomas. How you doing, man? But Andrew, I mean, Jack, he's a rookie. I mean, he makes some mistakes. Don't rookies do that? Give him time. Don't lose patience with any of these young guys on defense that have been up here this year. They've been really good this year for especially for 5 rookies on defense. Are you kidding me? And look at some of the games. I mean, some games, sure, they're lousy. Not every game, that's for sure. And most games, they're not lousy. They make mistakes, but overall, I think they get a good grade. Waiting for a face-off here. There really are a lot of Habs sweaters there. I didn't really notice that there were that many, but my God, they must have sent busloads of people to this game from Canada. He just said it too. A lot of Canadian sweaters in the building. Thomas got to be Boston favorite for that. I would have to think. Ever tried edibles? Yep. Not really my thing. We're down to 8 minutes left here in the third. That good pace and everything kind of fell off. Icing call there against Buffalo. Icing against Buffalo. Somebody hit the post. Buffalo hit the post there at some point. I didn't hear that till the replay. Yeah, Lucas, that's usually it takes too long to hit. And it's hit and miss. Come on, guys, put some pressure here. Oh, shot from Harris. Nice. But it got, I think, got deflected wide or Kirby Doc working hard. Habs can't keep it in. Offside. Buffalo's offside. We'll have a face-off at Montreal's line. Buffalo having trouble getting pucks on net in the third here, I find. Montreal is not. Face off just over Montreal's blue line. Won by Montreal. .625 left in the third. So pretty much next goal is going to win. You got to figure. The original thought for this game was 5-3 Montreal. Then I decided it's going to be closer and scoring. What wouldn't it be funny if it ends up 5-3 Montreal? They got to score two. I don't know if there's time for them to score two right now. Hand pass and a whistle down puck will face off. I'm not sure, somewhere around center ice. Yeah, JFed though, especially Charlotte's Web, very low in THC. Charlotte's Web are for kids that have seizures, young kids that have seizures, really young. So the THC level of Charlotte's Web is very low, like very low, and very high in CBDs. And CBDs don't get you high. And yeah, it's not, it doesn't surprise me uh, that something like that would be happening. Charlotte's Web, very great strain. It really helps kids that have certain kinds of diseases that cause seizures, like hundreds of seizures a day, and it eliminates them. So Yeah, I'm not upset. That wouldn't upset me at all. CBDs kept wait, cannabinoids? I forget the word for it, but it's it doesn't get you. There's no THC in CBDs, so you don't get high. It's great for pain and a bunch of other things. That's what that is. It's an extract from cannabis. When that was something that I did, I worked in a grow room. We were going to get that strain, but we didn't really. We were hoping to help some people out with it, but we couldn't find anybody that really needed it because we wanted to do that, and we just never did. That's why I know what Charlotte's Web is. Like it's got 0.5% of THC. That's really low. 5:30 to go in the third. Still 3-3. Next goal is going to win this game. Let's hope it's. I hope it's Montreal. I'm not worried right now about wins and losses. I don't think they're going to play their way out of fifth, either up or down. Fifth from the bottom, by the way, for people who don't know. Who's who? No, the THC's not. The thing is, if you're taking it for certain things, the THC makes the CBDs work better. But for kids that are literally babies or like a few years old, you don't really want to have to get them high, right? But just I know in adults, THC makes it work better. That's everything I know about it anyway. Some pressure here by Buffalo, but they can't find an opening to the net. Uh, Shot from the point, Allen grabs that, hangs on. Through traffic too. So it's more revenue, but nothing wrong with them as an advertiser, I don't think. No, I don't want to mess up their acid trip. What are you talking about? I don't get that. Who's a nice play by Barron defensively there. Suzuki with a shot. Save Comrie. See now the pace is back up. Chances are both sides. It goes in waves this game. Oh no, don't go out. Come on, it's like a breakaway. My feed just went. Let me know if they score here. I don't. No, they didn't. It came back. Yeah, it has nothing to do with that, Huzu. You don't understand what it's about. Oh, I get to see the play. Look at that. Suzuki off a stick and way wide and out, probably. Too bad. Too nice like chances there for Suzuki. Doc with a quick shot off the draw. Puck comes all the way back. I don't know if it was a rebound or hit the backboards. 3:10 left in the third. This game might be going overtime. Just in case, as we're getting down to the end, don't forget it's a back-to-back situation tomorrow night. They're in Philadelphia to play the Flyers. Sean Farrell expected to be in the lineup tomorrow, so please check us out. Well, me anyway for that tomorrow night. So back-to-back, the second to last back-to-back games. As a matter of fact, the season ends on back-to-back games, with the last game being in Boston, where I fully expect Boston to be sitting a lot of guys. So good chance there for Montreal to beat Boston. Boston's AHL team, I guess. Habs win the draw. That was to the left of Allen, so good. They cleared out the center. And there's a whistle because of hand pass. Okay. So there's probably going to be a face-off at the red line over someone's blue line. So Gallagher's goal, I didn't realize, went off the crossbar and in. Nice. I didn't hear the ping till just now when they showed it again. Under 3 to go in the third. Gally with 4 shots. Gally always got lots of shots a game. He used to lead the team in shots, so he's having a good night. He shook the rust off. It looks like he's got his stamina back. He's hanging in there better, and he's having a good night. BL, you know the answer to that. Dave Ed thinks Farrell will score in his first ever game. I hope so. That would be really nice to see, I think. Two and a half minutes to go. Definitely, I think, the next goal in this game is the winning goal. Evans with a shot. Comrie right in the logo. Comrie just hung on to that. We'll have a face-off there. Looks like to the right of Comrie with 2:20 to go in the third. Phil, I agree with you 100% on what you just said there. And, well, with 2 minutes left.
What is that? Is it still? It should still be tied, right? I didn't get it. I haven't gotten any other goal notifications.
Yeah, no, it's tied. It's tied. Next goal is going to win this game.
It's been a very competitive game, too.
I didn't hear you. Kind of broke up there.
I said it just seems like it's been a pretty competitive game. I thought the Sabres were going to win. Not
it has been. No,
like
very close. Just been kind of up and down with like exciting play, and it's boring. It gets exciting. It's boring. It's like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But someone better get serious about winning this game. But I think we're gonna go to overtime. Under 2 minutes left, 1:36 to go.
Yeah, 1:21. I just put it up on.
True. Matt's back on his shitty computer with the shitty fucking picture. I just noticed that. I actually filled it.
Yeah, I know.
We got used to your sister's computer. The picture was great. Drew, I went a shot. Save Comrie. We'll have a face-off there again. Some pushing and shoving. Dak in the middle.
Once I build my studio, the picture is going to be way better.
Yeah, we say you're going to have a better computer when you're all done, right?
Well, in time, like I'm still going to use my laptop, but when the I'm gonna have I'm gonna use a camera instead of using the webcam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, better than a webcam.
And I'll have my
Webcams are
Yeti
shitty in
phone,
general, unless you get a good one.
No, but I'm gonna use that camera that I showed you. I'm gonna hook that up to the laptop.
Yeah. No, I remember you showed me.
Wire connection from my laptop up through the ceiling of my basement into the router. So I don't have any internet problems. And then
We're gonna hold you to it for next season, buddy.
Under
a minute to go here, by the way.
It'll be sooner than next season.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Sooner the better.
But yeah.
45 seconds to go here. Things are getting serious. $30 seconds to go.
Debut tomorrow night.
Carol tomorrow, yeah.
Looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that.
We are going to go to overtime here. Come on, boys. Fill this out. Big save by Allen last second. 3 seconds to go. You're on a Windows 98 computer right now, Matt?
No. Whatever the newest Windows is.
How the hell can you connect with that still?
They're Windows 98. I don't know which Windows this is.
It's not 98.
But it's not 98. Yes, Anthony, very much so.
They had like 4 or 5, maybe 5 seconds. They put it up to 45 seconds.
Commodore 64.
Somebody made a mistake.
Whoa.
45 seconds. Fix this clock.
Yeah, I think the referees went over and were like, one of you's made a boo-boo.
Everybody, all the players do are looking at it. It's wrong. 4.5, not 45. 4.5 seconds. Face-off is to the right, I believe, of Allen. Very important face-off for Montreal. They don't win the draw. Shot comes in. And we got an overtime coming. 3-3 after 3. Woof. This game is, like I said, going to be the last of the next goal wins.
Yep.
Well, unless it goes to overtime, but then, I mean, shootout, but because then, yeah, well, you know what I mean.
I'm assuming people have brought up what Friedman said about PLD.
What, who said? Friedman, yeah, we've been talking about that on and off all night, yeah.
I mean, I've pretty much been certain that it's a foregone conclusion he's going to be with the Habs at some point. It's really just a matter of when. Look at that dumb salary.
My problem with it is I kind of lost a little bit of respect for Elliot Friedman for some of the things he's talked about and done over the last, say, 2 seasons. He's not always right, and he is sometimes right. So I don't know. It could be a little clickbaity. I don't know. We're going to have to see. They got to either trade for him or offer sheet him. It's the only way. That's something that I didn't understand. He kind of said, like, if he'll be there eventually anyway. But no, how is he going to be here eventually anyway? He's an RFA next season.
Well, right. But, I mean, he could sign a 1-year deal, and then he's a UFA.
Okay, so say they move him to a team, any team you want to name. I'm going to name LA because that was the example I saw. They sign him, say, for a year. But he goes to LA, and he likes it there. and he signs there. That's more likely to be what happens. Habs have to trade for him, or I don't see how they're going to get him. And I don't understand how these experts are not saying that. So I don't know what it is that they see that I don't see.
Let me go to.
Or they're wrong. Drouin starting the OT. So Suzuki, Drouin, and Matheson.
Well,
to start.
I mean, I guess in a way, though, the thing is, like, he's kind of been, I guess, vocal about wanting to come to Montreal. Like, I don't think really any other team would really kind of even ask
But he
about
denies
him.
it, and his agent, like, I don't know. It's weird how he says that's not really what happened. He was misquoted. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, obviously his agent's going to say that to kind of put a little water on the flame, douse the flames.
Maybe using Montreal for a bigger contract too. We've seen players do that. Almost a minute into the overtime, Buffalo with the puck. Possession really important in the overtime.
I mean, the other thing, though, I mean, he's Quebecois, right? And I think that honestly also is playing a part in him wanting to come here. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I mean, he kind of denies that. I've heard denying that that's not, he was misquoted. It was out of context or something.
See, I haven't. I read that his agent kind of said, like, yeah, like that's been kind of talked about that he does want to play in Montreal at some point. Oh, if Kirby Dack scored that goal, that would have been amazing. And now he is hurt. What happened?
Well, you're ahead of me.
And now my feed's
Doc's
frozen.
got it now. Oh, he just couldn't. He couldn't get his. He couldn't get his stick on it to get a forward shot. Sort of overhandled it.
He got hurt.
Here.
That's a good pass by
Power play in overtime, but I think he's winded. The way he fell, I think he's winded. He fell on his chest. If they show it here, watch him fall. Oh, this is not it here.
The Habs going on the power play.
Yeah, they go. That's a penalty for sure. The guy that pushed him. Watch. The way he falls on his chest, I think he's winded.
Yeah,
that's all.
He's fine.
Doc's not injured. I don't think he's injured.
He's not. I think you're absolutely right. He's probably just winded.
I think he got winded.
I mean, it probably caught him by surprise too, like getting hit in the back like that.
For sure. You
know what I mean? Like just feeling that he's probably like, whoa, like everything probably tensed up. So he probably just
and he fell. He fell on his chest. You could see it. He fell awkwardly on his chest. He got winded.
He fell on the stick too. I've done that. It does not wind at you.
It was still a penalty the way he got hit, so not a diver.
Yeah.
Well, what was the call then?
Cross-checking, I think.
It's a cross-check right into the lower back. That is a penalty. Four on three in overtime with 2:40 to go in the OT. Nobody say nothing if we score or they do. I want to see it. Clear down by Buffalo with 1:40 to go in the power play. 2:15 left in the OT. No. God damn it. Cleared down, 1:05 left in the power play. I'm not looking at the chat till this is over. They cleared again, 45 seconds left on the power play.
Oh!
Boys, come on. Not looking, and I heard that.
Jesus. He fucking dented the post for sure.
Off the goddamn post.
That was a bullet, too.
Shot at Gallagher. It's going to be goddamn shootout or they score here. And we're going to get a shootout. Oh, no, there's still 37 seconds. I forgot. They hit the post. 32 seconds left in the OT. Krebs hits the post. God damn. What a finish.
Oh, I think he hit the pipe and then the crossbar. Oh, no, he hit the corner of the post.
They exchanged posts. 32 seconds. Face-off is to the right of Allen. I got one thing right in my guess. Overtime. I said maybe over, possibly OT. I got that right. They're going to adjust the time? What's going on?
Evans out to take the draw.
They didn't adjust the time, so I guess it was nothing. All right. Face-off is to... what happened?
I have no idea.
They shifted where the face-off is.
Timeout.
Oh, timeout Buffalo. Nice. Why do we need the timeout? Luukkonen got the puck in the nuts. The goal. He's on the bench, though. Really? You got the puck in the nuts sitting on the bench?
You see Matthews get kicked in the nuts the other day?
Yes. Kicked in the nuts by what team were they playing? Guy was going down. He kicked out. That was really cool. I love that. I watched it about 7 or 10 times in a row. Maybe more.
I mean, I'm glad it was healed though, and not the blade, because I mean that could have been bad.
Oh, we're underway. 25 seconds left. Drouin, come on. If we're counting on Drouin, we're in trouble.
That's the end of the overtime.
Going to a shootout. Going to a shootout. Matthews doesn't have any nets. But I thought when I saw that is maybe Matthews actually is playing with his balls out because he went down pretty heavy. All right, so who's the first shooter? Who gets the first one?
I don't know.
Habs get the first one.
Well,
They're on the road.
No, the home team picks.
Home team should get the second shot.
The home team picks whether or not they want to shoot first.
Home team picks. Okay. Biel says Dahlin and Power are both going to be stars.
The Panthers got destroyed.
Panthers got destroyed?
Yeah, Suns won 5-2.
Nice. Biel says Gilles Perreault, Danny Gare, and Rick Martin are going to come out for Buffalo. Nice. At least one of them is dead. Maybe two. Don't know. Oh, they're delayed here a bit because Toronto called. And Allen got hit in the head with a puck, so they were worried about concussion. So they made him. I don't know what they made him do. Olofsson out first for Buffalo.
Oh, it was the Hurricane. It was the game against the Hurricanes.
Not Allen. What's that?
The team that kicked Matthews nuts is the Hurricanes.
No, I didn't hear that. Something about the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that was the team that kicked Austin Matthews in the ball.
Oh.
There's Suzuki in. Oh, tried to tuck it, couldn't do it.
Come on, Nick. I know he doesn't score though, but because Matt ruined it for me. Oh, almost. He tried to tuck it in around the guy. Oh well. Okay, so they both missed.
Paterka.
Who's up next?
JJ Paterka. Good stop.
Paterka. He's gonna JJ not score. Allen with the save. Not really a great. I mean, that wasn't a really great attempt by Paterka.
Jonathan Drouin. Can he do something? Very wide in on Comrie. Nothing.
Drouin's gonna miss.
You suck.
Because he's Jonathan Drouin. He doesn't score goals. Why would you put Drouin? I don't even know.
He's so bad.
And of course, he missed because he was going to. I knew it. Mostly because I looked down at the chat, and I shouldn't do that.
I'll stop by Allen. Habs can take it here.
Alex Tuck. Allen makes the save. So if Montreal can score,
Montreal.
If they score, they win on this next shot. Matheson?
Nothing.
I don't know who it is going to be.
It was Matheson.
Screw it. I guessed that. I hadn't seen, and then they show it's Matheson. Here it comes. Come on, Matheson. No. Save Comrie. We're going to go extra rounds.
Oh, Jake.
Quinn's going to score. Because, of course, I heard Matt. So Montreal definitely has to score the next goal or it's over. I can't do it. Ulinen.
Ooh, you're letting. Ulinen. Oh, Connery makes a boo-boo.
And he scores to keep them alive.
Two
Nice
soft goals.
by Ulinen. That was really cool. One more round coming up. Nice. Middle stat.
Neither of those goals should have gone in.
No, they dribbled in, but they count. And he misses wide.
Kovacevic. Why is he shooting?
Kovacevic is up next. Don't say nothing now. Don't ruin it. Kovacevic. Come on, Kobe. Come on, come on. No.
What the hell was that?
I don't know what that was. That's what happens when you send out a defenseman sometimes. It's gonna be a long shootout. Round 6. Dylan Cousins. Save Allen.
Michael Pezzetta can win it.
Pezzetta coming up. Pezzetta.
Comes in with speed. And the Canadiens taking the shootout.
Turned my volume down so I didn't hear that. Not looking at anything but Pezzetta. And he scores to win the game. Michael Pezzetta. Awesome.
Picked a corner on that, too.
Awesome. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I'm glad. You know what? I like that Pezzetta won it. Deserving, too. Good job, Pezzetta with the game winner.
He did the ride the stick, Sally, too. I love it.
He rode the stick? I didn't see that. Let me see it again. Beautiful shot. Oh, I see it now. Awesome.
It was still in the fifth spot, so it's all good.
Oh, Tiger Williams, true. Tiger Williams used to do
foul.
that. What a beauty into the top corner. That was just a great shot to win a game. Let's just see who the stars are, and then we're going to take off because we got a game tomorrow. Don't forget, back-to-back. Sean Farrell's season Habs debut tomorrow night. So who's going to get the stars? Pezzetta should get a star for that. Show the stars, idiots. They're not going to show the 3 stars. Because it ran so late. Okay, let me just get out of this here, guys. All right, what a game. That nice finish. Overall, good game, fun game to watch, except for the boring parts. So Habs win another one, back-to-back games, and they'll play back-to-back. And you know what? Tomorrow's a game they could win too against Philly. Although Philly playing good right now. So
I don't want to win that game.
I kind of don't. I kind of don't.
I don't want to
be watching it. So
I also don't want to win it because it's going to cause my buddy Alex agony. It's going to be hilarious.
I'm going to watch it, so I want them to win because I'm going to be watching it. So, but I think it's a winnable game anyway. That's what I think. All right, so this game ran quite late. I am going to take off because, quite frankly, I'm going to run out of time on here. I I didn't make a lot of room, and I've only got a certain amount of time left, or they're going to cut the broadcast. That's what happens when I get near the end there. Okay, so tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow's game in Philadelphia, 7:00 start. Pregame show at 6. Sean Farrell making his debut. Hopefully, you guys will come back and watch that with me, and maybe Matt. I don't know if Matt's going to be here tomorrow, but I will be here. That's for sure. So I'm going to take off because I got to go make my dinner.
Mhm.
And it's been a long day. All right. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate that you all were here. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it and had a lot of fun, and we'll do it again tomorrow. So have a good rest of the night, and thanks for being here. Stay safe till tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. Ciao,
Absolutely.
everybody.